Some stupid with a flare gun burned the place to the ground. Smoke on the waters, a fire in the sky. Smoke on the waters. They burned down the gambling house. It died with an awful sound. A funky Claude was running in and out, pulling kids out the ground. When it all was over, we had to find another place. But Swiss time was running out. It seemed that we would lose the race. Smoke on the waters, a fire in the sky. Smoke on the waters. We ended up at the Grand Hotel. It was empty, cold, and bare, with the rolling truck Stones thing just outside, making our music there, with a few red lights, a few old beds. We made a place to sweat. No matter what we get out of this, I know we'll never forget. Smoke on the water, a fire in the sky. Smoke on the water. That was Smoke on the Water by Deep Purple, played straight from the charts of the Morristown Uke Jam. So take the link in the video description, download the free ukulele song sheet, grab your own ukulele, and you can play right along with this video. And if you'll be anywhere near Morristown, New Jersey, come out and play with us. Now in just a moment, I'm going to do a tutorial covering everything I just played, including alternatives for people who play with a low G. You notice I played, with people who play with a high G. If you play with a high G ukulele, my dog has fleas, instead of my low G, my dog has fleas, right? Then you'll want to do that riff at the beginning differently, but I'll show you how to do that as well. So in just a moment, I'm going to do a tutorial of everything I played, and at the very end, I'll do a slow motion close-up play along that you might find helpful. But hey, first, if you like the video, please like the video with a thumbs up. If you want lots more, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and if you want hundreds more free downloadable ukulele song sheets, each with a link to its own free video tutorial and play along, then check out our Dropbox and then come play with us. Okay, now I told you I was going to give you I was going to show you how to do an alternative, right? The only for a high G ukulele. If you play a high G ukulele, then this isn't going to sound right, because this is not going to be your lowest note. It's not going to be. It's going to be all the way up here. It's going to be. Sorry. It's going to sound like this. That's not right. So there's a better way to do it. I'll show you that in a moment. But first I'll show you what I did. So I did this in 3 levels, sort of, right? I plucked first just single notes. Then I plucked multiple notes. And then I started in with the kind of a wild strum. But so the tab is in the song sheet. And the initial tab, that is to say on the first page, the initial tab is what I played for a low G. If you have a high G, then sorry, it's not on the first page, but I put the tab for that on the second page, so you can follow along with that and learn that and play that along. So, but so what I played, the chords you're going to be shaping are G minor, B flat, C, G minor, B flat, and then C sharp down to a C. By the way, yes, I'm doing a C up here. If you're a beginner's beginner and you have to form a C here, that works, but then you have to go from a C sharp to a C, which really isn't any easier. So you might as well do the B flat shape, right? You're already out with the B flat shape on your first fret. So slide it up 2 frets and then 3 frets, right? That's it. So the pluck starts out 1 string at a time. The tab again is written in the song sheet, but all I'm using are I'm using open strings, and I'm dropping on my ring finger and my index finger. Sorry, open now, and I'm plucking with my thumb and my index finger because I'm only using these low 2 strings. That's it. And then I form the actual chords, and on the G minor I only pluck the low 2 strings, and on the others I pluck 3 strings, because what I want to hear is, sorry, right? I wanted to hear basically the harmonization. That's what I want to hear, along with the lower string. So the G minor, to emphasize this note on the G minor, pluck only 2 strings. The other, pluck 3. Okay. And then I go into the strum, which I'll get to in a minute. But so for a high G, if you have a high G ukulele, then I suggest you use the high strings instead. You go up an octave because you don't have those low notes available to you. So instead you do it like this. And then you play, sorry. Then instead of playing 2 and 3, you play 3 strings for the G minor and 4 strings for all the rest. So it sounds like this. That's it. Sorry, I didn't pluck. I plucked all 4 at the end. I think it sounds better if you only pluck 3 on that D minor. So again, that tab will be on the second page of the song sheet. And then you break into the strum, which I would find difficult to do on a tiny ukulele. Easier to do on something I can use a strap and wrap around myself. But because it's kind of frenetic, but... And that's pretty much the strum for the entire song, the way I did it. Boy, I would get tired fast if I had to play like this for every song. But so, most of it, I'm just going to do a G minor here. Most of it, it's very fast, very light. The emphasis is on the first and third downs. So, here, 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 here. And I'm just going to do it fast. Like that. We all came out to Montreux. That's it. As far as the emphasis, generally speaking, I'm only using 1 or 2 fingers to strum most of the time, and then the emphasized downs, I'm using all 4 fingernails, right? So it doesn't have to be a lot louder or harder, but you get a fuller sound because you're using all 4 fingers on that strum. Okay, now the exception in the timing is in that intro, right? Right? You kind of jump into it early. It's 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2. I can't count the timing yet. I'm sorry, especially not when I'm playing. But you understand how it's not always first and third. Every chord change gets its own emphasis too. So you're gonna emphasize every chord change. So. Let's talk about the chord transitions now. So from G minor, you start out with a G minor, right? From G minor to B flat, your ring finger, or excuse me, your middle finger is going to stay exactly where it is. Your index is going to flatten out a little bit, cross one more string, and your ring finger is going to move around. But so from G minor, B flat, and then I'm just sliding up. Okay? Slide all the way up and down again. And that's it until we get to the chorus. So, well, let's go over the verse. So we all came out to Montreux on the Lake Geneva. Ah, we got an F there. So from G minor to B flat, and then for the F, basically your index finger is just kind of peek up. So it's only covering one string, and your middle finger comes over for that F. And then your index finger is going to move over one string, and you drop the other two for that G minor. That's pretty much the verse. 4 times. Some stupid with a flare gun, burn the place to the ground. Okay, now for that Smoke on the Water, I use, again, a second position C. In other words, it's not an open C. It's a B flat up on the 3rd fret. It's a second position C. And the reason, in addition to sounding cool, you're going to have to go from there to a G sharp. And that's easier than from this. To drop a G sharp from there, that's a pretty quick change. But if you already have the C positioned up there, now your index finger is going to bar. It's going to go from covering only 2 strings to covering all 4. Your ring finger is already in exactly the place it needs to be. Your middle finger is just going to move over one string. That's your G sharp. That is probably the hardest chord transition in the song, right? But so, Smoke on the Water, and then slide it down. A fire in the sky, smoke. And you go back into the intro. Okay, I don't think I have anything more to talk about. So I think I'm going to go through a slow motion, close-up play along from the intro through the end of the intro is that interlude that repeats, the cool part, and then the first verse and the chorus. All right, slow motion, close-up so you can follow along with every transition and with picking at the start. 5, 6, 7, and it's going to come fast. We all came out to Montreux See you Wednesday. Bye.